I'm watching BMX Bandits. Has nothing to do with what we're about to film, but... You break it, you buy it.
I didn't break it.
Hey, everybody!
No. Hey guys, Lifestyle here.
And I'm Bat Tracy.
The Punk Rock Blues.
The bluesiest, because there's two of us. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Like a hammer.
Yeah.
A bag of hammers.
This is our review of A Bag of Hammers. Now, this is DC Theatrical Earth, or fantasy book in the DC universe.
I believe number 7.
He believes numbers phase 2, which is...
There's 4 years.
7. It's 7, yeah. I don't really remember. I mean, I know how.
Oh yeah, we get to do our.
Do we just dive into this?
Yeah, we're gonna do our recap.
Yeah, there's not much of this until.
Well, if you enjoy watching this series
let us know.
And enjoy our creativity and our little brainy brains here, maybe think about chucking us a buck over at Patreon /punkrockblues.
Patreon.com/punkrockblues.
It'd be really helpful, but only if you can, because with coronavirus, donate to charities if that's your main goal.
Yeah.
But if you have a little extra, we'll take it.
Let's move over there now.
We're silly.
Should I do one of my classics?
Oh, Jesus.
And as always, I'm over here.
Yeah, I'm over here.
Look at this, brand new full screen on my brand new laptop.
Here's a gaming laptop.
Got a new laptop, so I'm going to do my recap. Yeah, let's move it up here.
This is his new laptop. The keys are green.
They're green.
Not right now.
WASD is outlined, but I will never use them for the reason people do.
Yeah, are you a...
I'm an arrow key gamer.
See, when I used to play Minecraft, this is going to be so stupid. Okay? So people, really, this is WASD, okay? And then they use this for their mouse, okay? What I would do is I would use this hand for the arrows, right?
Yeah.
And then I would use the trackpad on my laptop with this hand.
Yeah.
And then with these two fingers, I would hit Control and Shift, and I would change all the controls on Minecraft to Control and Shift.
Yeah.
So I would play like this.
Stupid.
Gamers, you're probably like, this guy doesn't know nothing. But shut up.
They'd be mad at you just for using the trackpad.
Trackpad on Minecraft
is
Minecraft
awful.
in the back in the day, though. Amazing. Okay. Amazing. Alright, so we're going to do a quick recap because we don't really remember. Also, when we're talking about the movies, I'm going to do a little bit of a zoom in because Dark Knight Jimmy, I think you're a main viewer of these.
Yeah, he's the guy.
I think you said in like episode 2 that it's hard to read the font on screen.
Oh yeah, we filmed out so many of these.
I think it'll be easier now with it being full screen since his laptop, but also I'm going to zoom in so it's easier. Okay. So we're going to do a quick recap because I don't remember what the films were.
We're mainly focusing on phase 2 though, but we'll skim it.
Yeah.
So we went.
Just say the title.
Yeah, phase 1. We have is my head just over the edge? Doesn't matter. Green Arrow Year 1, Batman Gotham Knights, Static Shock, Zatanna, Mistress of Magic, which I came up with. Cyborg, Superman Last Son of Krypton, Green Lantern and Brightest Day, The Flash, The Hawk Police,
To Catch a
Thanagarian, The Atom, Aquaman, what about that picture? Justice League of America, my phase 2. We have Wonder Woman, The Amazing Amazon, The Losers, Batman, A Death in the Family, Warlord, This Guitar Saga, Green Arrow 2, Cupid's Arrow, 6. Titans. Okay. I also added those numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. We're moving on.
R-rated Titans already.
Do you want to guess my 3 this year?
Static Shock 2. Okay. Green Lantern 2.
Okay.
Zatanna 2, maybe?
Interesting. Because you nailed it. Not really at all. But we got Static Shock to the System. I came up with that. Yeah.
You gotta put those there.
Okay, so the problem with this, I came up with this right before we filmed.
It's not grammatically correct.
Right before, right now. I came up with Static Shock to the System without the 2. And then I went back while I was writing the rest of these and I went, that's a stupid title.
Static Shock
and then
the System?
It was to the System, but it didn't have the 2. It was just called Static Shock to the System. And I was like, that's stupid because it sounds political and I'm not doing that. So then all of a sudden...
Static Shock the System.
It's Static Shock to the System, but T-O. And then I was like, that's stupid. And then I literally just came up with the to the System with the 2. And so I put it in, so I didn't move it. Let's get into it. Virgil, Frida, and Richard Foley are now all great friends and are all starting their sophomore year at Ashton University.
Now, do you want to explain that?
Yeah.
Why are they starting at university?
Their sophomore year, because I forgot them. I didn't forget about them. I just didn't ever do anything with them. So
and you gotta think, they were in high school in the first movie.
All of high school.
So it's like 6-year gap.
Yeah, Bella, please stop. They're at Ashton University now, their sophomore year, which a lot of movies you see them move up. It's like, oh my god, freshman year, what's college gonna be like? Nah, they did it once.
They're like, do you remember when we put on the freshman 15? Oh yeah, that was sick, man. Good thing we went to the gym all over the summer and lost all that weight.
That seems directly from something.
No.
Can you do something with her?
Directly at all. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do!
Now, you've been watching Static Shock recently. How far have you gotten?
I have maybe 4 episodes left.
Okay.
I'm on season 4.
Got it. This is heavily directed from an episode of the show.
Okay.
At the biotechnics department at the university, Jonathan and Dolores...
Can I guess? At the bio departments, that's sticking, or... God, what's her name? Trapper and...
No.
Okay.
The biotechnics...
The voice actors of those two characters is Trapper and Speedman, maybe. I don't know the character names.
Those aren't characters.
It's Michael Rosenbaum and Patton Oswalt.
Yeah. So, famously, Ashton University does not exist, but the Ashton Biotechnics, where this is actually took place, that's where I got the name, because I wanted to do it at a university, so it's all tied together. Okay. At the biotechnics department at the university, Jonathan and Dolores Vale are working with Dr. Koenig to use cells to absorb energy more efficiently by passing the metabolic process. The testing failed, so the Vales move on to a new project. Their funding's cut. They're like, whatever, we'll do something new. Dr. Koenig, however, could not move on, so began tests on themselves. They were successful with him having the ability to absorb mass from other objects. However, he could not stop feeling the need to absorb more mass, becoming tougher and heavier. Virgil and Richie are working on some class labs together. I wrote that weird. When Dr. Koenig invades to kidnap the Vales. So they're in the lab after school.
So that's Shebang's parents.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I know Shebang's in the episode. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Realizing he needs help to prevent the disaster, he takes them to work up a cure. Virgil uses powers in a failed effort to stop him, revealing himself to be Static to Richie. Richie asks Virgil to let him join his efforts, and I can help track Dr. Koenig and stuff, becoming Gear. Gear!
Gear.
The Vales build
I haven't used that clip in a while.
Oh, do we use it?
I use it every time I say Gear. It was a Drunk Explained staple.
Oh, okay. The Vales build a pressure chamber for Koenig, who the school news has dubbed Heavy Man after the attack.
That's a great alter ego.
Yeah. It's also one word, but I didn't want to add it to my dictionary.
It's almost as good as Aquaman.
Yeah. They try inserting a cure like under his skin while the pressure is stabilized and everything, but his need to absorb more overcomes the pressure, blowing up the chamber. He equipped the Vales with poison collars and, disappointed with the test results, activates them to go off in 3 minutes time. It's 3 minutes after they click it, right?
Yes.
3 minutes they click it. Cool. Static and Gear arrive only for Heavy Man to absorb one of Static's Nova Bursts, trapping him under some cars. Trying to end Static's life, Heavy Man falls through the parking lot, that I guess is where they're trapped in. I forgot to mention that. He kidnapped them, they took him to a parking lot. Anyways, so they're under some cars. He becomes pinned to the ground by his own weight. Gear is able to deactivate the collars and save the Vales. So they saved the day. I feel like I had another sentence I was supposed to remember that I was like, I couldn't fit it, but this is how the movie ends. I don't remember that. But yeah, so pretty much, Koenig, he's pinned down his weight, so he gets sent away, and whatever. They saved the day. End credit scene, Static and Gear are approached by Nightwind to join the Titans. We have Static, Gear, Heavy Man, Vales, Goran, Frida.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I literally just watched this episode 2 nights ago, maybe. So it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah, but yet you didn't know who it was.
Okay, the same lab is used multiple times in the show.
Okay, we'll move on to you now.
Yeah. Alright, so this is my DC Theatrical Earth. If you didn't know how to read.
We don't need all this. Just give us your movies.
Phase 1. So I had the Batman, Wonder Woman, Arrow and Canary, Superman Up and Away, The Flash, The Green Lantern Corps, Aquaman, Doom Patrol, Nightwing, Justice League Part 1, Blue and Gold, Justice League Part 2, Phase 2, Arrow and Canary 2, Wonder Woman Thy Blood Betray, Superman 2, The Krypton Killings, The Batman Strikes, The Flash Rogues War, which was your favorite, and then Black and Blue. Boom. I have Aquaman, Atlantis Falls. With Orm imprisoned, Arthur is the rightful king of Atlantis, with Garth at his side. Mara has just given birth to their son, who is lovingly dubbed Aqua Baby. I was gonna write Pubert there.
Is Garth already in? Was he already in movies?
Yeah, I think he was in the first Aquaman.
Don't remember. I don't know.
If he wasn't...
Is Aqua Baby real? Or did you
yes.
Okay.
Aqua Baby is a real character from like the 60s or 70s.
Is the lovingly dubbed because of Pubert?
Yes. It was originally supposed to be Pubert. I guess I must have changed it back. Oceanographer Stephen Shin has recently discovered Atlantis and teams up with Peter Mortimer, Scavenger, to attack Atlantis. During the battle, Aquaman and Tempest drive off Shin, but Scavenger retreats to a deeper part of the ocean. Scavenger accidentally awakens Kordax, an ancient ruler who is bent on destroying Atlantis. Kordax kills Scavenger before attacking Atlantis, easily overpowering the guards to the temple. Kordax attempts to kill Aquababy, but Garth nearly gives his life to save him. Garth died there originally, okay?
Okay.
I killed him. Then I used him in a movie later on, and then I went back to read the plot of this and went, oh, I killed him? Well, gotta change that. So I just added this word.
Nearly.
It said, it used to say, but Garth gives his life to save him. So I added, nearly. And it fixes the whole thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, and I added this sentence, I guess. Okay.
So it just ends with him like, okay, I'm saving you. Because finish reading it. Finish reading that.
Aquaman and Mara team up to fight Kordax, protecting Atlantis and their family. Mara takes the water pressure from Kordax's lungs before Aquaman decapitates him. Arthur rushes to Garth where he's able to save him.
That should be up there. Because it should end with the decay. It shouldn't just run over and... I got you. I
wanted to hand out a happy note.
End credits, yeah?
The end credits is Calderon travels to the surface world to learn the true identity of his father, Black Manta. So all my characters, I have Arthur Curry, Mara, Garth Tempest, Aquababy, Volko, Stephen Shin, Kordax, Peter Mortimer, Scavenger, Orm, Ocean Master as a cameo, and Calderon as a cameo.
Where's Volko?
He's just there. He's in Atlantis. He'd be a character. Also, Kordax, I looked at a list of Aquaman villains, and he's the least dumb-looking one.
Oh, that's how he chose?
Yep.
That's how I chose Scavenger. When this is something I can do with it. How'd you like working with Scavenger? Even though you didn't.
I
just
only used him
for me. Yeah.
So
did it for a pop. Also, he's stabbing Garth.
Yeah.
If this was the same picture, be like, I'm chilling here, but Aquaman's like, I'm gonna get you. Okay, let's go to mine. We're back with my next movie. As you guessed, Green Lantern 2?
Yeah.
Booster Gold.
Oh, wow, we used the same picture, because it's the only good one.
Yeah, it's the only good one, yep. Michael Carter's a star quarterback.
Oh, you didn't use his middle name.
I did, but I'll get to it.
Okay.
I did, but I'll get to it. Michael Carter is a star quarterback in the 30th century at Gotham University on a football scholarship. Never knowing their father, who left after he lost all of their money gambling, Michael and his twin sister Michelle live together. Learning about Michael's successful football career, his dad returns and convinces him to start losing games for gambling purposes. After multiple losses, Michael's exposed, disgraced, and expelled. So he was Michael John Carter in all of this, but then when I wrote John Carter down here in characters, it matched. And I didn't like it, so I was like, he'll be Michael John, but his dad's name is John, so I got him. Don't look at the characters yet. He gets a job as a night watchman at the Metropolis Space Museum, where he starts studying the superheroes of the past, mainly the 21st century, along with security.
That's when all the good ones are.
Yeah, 21st century.
Yeah. Along the 20th century, he had shitty ones. Like
well, no,
the original Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Or the original Flash.
No, but the 20th century, when this story was written in 86 or whatever, the 20th century was all the characters were using, so it's the 21st century. Along with security robot Skeets, he steals devices from various exhibits, including Brainiac 5's force field belt and a Legion of Superheroes flight ram. He uses Rip Hunter's time spear to travel back in time to the 21st century, becoming a superhero and forms a corporation based around himself. He arrives in the 21st century where President Martin Suarez is on a Metropolis circuit. I did not know what that was called. You know, like a presidential city tour parade thing?
Circuit?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I
Campaign?
city campaign circuit. Yeah, I changed that like 4 times. I had it as junket, then realized that was a press word. I had parade. Finally realized it was circuit. So I don't even know if that's right, but I guess.
What if you wrote circus?
Metropolis Circus. Anyways, Suarez is kidnapped by Chiller, a shape-shifting assassin who was hired to kill the president for the 1,000 to reign supreme over the U.S. So this, I had to cut...
The 1,000.
This was like 2 sentences I had to cut down for space. So the 1,000 is an evil group that the Chiller is a part of. Because he can shapeshift, the plan was, hey, let's kill the president. You become Martin Suarez. We'll tell you what to do. We take over the U.S. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's that. Also, I had to cut it earlier, but when he becomes a superhero, he names himself Gold Star. Cool. I had to cut it because it's back here. Gold Star is able to prevent Chiller and save Suarez. He decides to change his name to Booster Gold, combine in Gold Star, and his nickname from high school, which was Booster. A multitude of commercial and movie deals flow his way. But after learning that the heroes of this time that he had admired do not like his greedy personality through Superman. So Superman shows up and was like, hey, we know you're like the new big shot superhero. We don't like you. Your attitude sucks. You have a huge corporation that you're basing around yourself because you're like the next big, you're the cool big thing. Yeah. We don't like that. Superman has a nice little cameo. Because of all that, he decides to return to his time in the 30th century.
Yeah.
End credit scene, Booster Gold returns to the 30th century to find despotic aliens have taken control of the world.
Okay, what does despotic mean?
The adjective despotic is usually defined as, of, relating to, or of the nature of a despot or despotism, autocratic, tyrannical.
Cool.
Okay, so
I lifted that. Remember when I said that I made a movie that was supposed to lead to the next movie completely, but then the storyline of the next movie had nothing to do with anything? That's where I got the word despotic from, was the storyline I tried to adapt. So that'll come up later. Characters, we got Michael John Carter.
He's going back to the 30th. You're just ignoring Blue Beetle. Ted Cord.
For right now, maybe. He doesn't have to go find Ted Cord instantly.
He did in my movie.
Yeah. Your movie wasn't... Whatever. I got Michael John Carter, Booster Gold, we got Chiller, we got Skeets, got Michelle, we got John, we got President Martin Suarez, we got Superman.
Skeets is his backpack.
Skeets is the robot security guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, this, okay.
It's like Backpack from Gear.
Cool.
Going on to my next film. This is the one that's going to be a shocker. Oh, jeez. I have Nightwing 2, Arsenal. Do not read the plot.
Okay, what am I supposed to do?
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
So Dick and Roy live together in Bloodhaven, fighting some of the most heinous and vicious criminals this side of Gotham River.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was a funny sentence.
Yeah, that's a funny line.
Elise Vizavoda, however you say your name, warns Dick of a potential new threat moving into the city known only by the street name Barracuda.
Barracuda. Can that song play?
No.
Oh, Barracuda. Why, because you don't like that song?
Yeah. Roy goes undercover as a junkie, trying to gain information about Barracuda, learning from a user that Barracuda is starting a child sex trafficking ring and has been kidnapping children for a week.
Stop. We banned that. No.
But listen.
No, we banned that.
No kids get hurt.
I don't care. We banned anything doing with No. We banned child sex trafficking. That is a banned thing that we banned.
But listen.
No, you have to cut all of that. We banned child sex trafficking. That was a rule I made like episodes ago. We said,
I know, that's what I said.
Yeah, you can't break that rule.
Nightwing and Arsenal tell Savadova about Barracuda, but the police chief isn't buying it. It's one of those where the chief's like, I'm not buying it. Thinking that the kidnapping's to be metahuman related. After Nightwing and Arsenal tell the police KG Beast attacks the... I always add an extra B. Attacks the police headquarters as a message to the heroes. Nightwing tracks down Beast, cornering him, but Nightwing is shot in the leg. Arsenal arrives to help out, taking down KG Beast with an electric net arrow. Nightwing calls Oracle for help hacking Beast's phone and locating Barracuda. Oracle finds out where the children are being shipped from, and Nightwing and Arsenal race over. Arriving on the scene, Nightwing and Arsenal fight with loads of goons before Barracuda shoots Nightwing in the chest. Arsenal fights back, subduing Barracuda. Nightwing recovers, having armor in his suit, and the heroes beat the shit out of Barracuda, rescuing the children before they could be hurt. I added that line as my save. That's my save.
That entire plot line is banned.
End credits. Donna Troy meets up with Dick and Roy where they talk about...
Oh, nice. Steal that from me.
So the reason I did this...
picture sucks.
The reason I did this is because Nightwing is my hero who does the stuff that nobody else wants to do.
I know.
So he goes and beats the shit out of this guy.
Absolutely not. I literally banned all this entire movie is invalid now. That was one rule we made. How many rules do we have? Not very many. One rule we made.
But he's a hero.
I don't care. We banned child sex trafficking in any of our movies. This entire plot line has to be rewritten.
I think we...
No. You don't... I think we agreed on a rule episodes ago.
I think you only said it right.
I said child sex. You said... We can go back.
Because you said I wasn't able to do the Barracuda rapes kids and films it for the internet or whatever. Because that was what he did.
That was Scavenger.
Yeah, but he was going by the name Barracuda at that point, remember? And then Hawkman beat the shit out of him or whatever. So I went, well, I'm not doing that because that's fucked up. So he just kidnapped kids and was going to sell them. They showed up and they beat the... And this is kind of based on Happy Season 1.
I don't care. I want you to go back to whatever episode my Aquaman movie is in, and I want you to find the exact clip of me saying, "Hey, we are banning this."
I will go back,
and you can put it right here. You'll put it right, yeah.
I will check the tape, and we'll get a reading on this.
It's something that I can guarantee everyone watching will never ever be included in the theatrical earth. In fact, if you even use him for the sequel or whatever, I want you to promise you will never, ever use this.
Okay.
As part of the
Scavenger?
Yeah. In his next appearance, the Scavenger is shown to have reformed, also becoming a friend of Aquaman's. However, a later encounter with Hawkman retconned his redemption, stating that Peter Mortimer was secretly part of a pedophile ring who videotaped himself raping young boys and girls.
Oh.
Moreover, he now calls himself Barracuda and explains that he was the avatar of the Barracuda, just as Hawkman is the avatar of the Hawk. After Barracuda attempts to kill both Aquaman and Hawkman kills him. Okay. It will be me saying that you cannot...
I'm pretty sure you said only the rape thing.
Yeah, I said don't film any kids' sex stuff. We're not... This is
There's no sex stuff.
I don't care.
Wait, my characters?
Yeah.
Dick Grayson knowing, the funny one. Antoli Conjunzinas. Didn't know that was his name.
Yeah. We had Booster Gold.
Yeah.
Your prediction was...
Zatanna 2.
Zatanna 2. Okay. We got Nightwing.
Okay.
I had to split this up into two different things. After making Parole... Okay, first, I dropped... I didn't even realize to put it back in after I split it into two scenes.
You need a comment there.
Okay, whatever. I cut this a lot. Okay,
I'm just saying.
After the events of Titans, after Cyborg's funeral and everything, Dick is still mourning for his friend
Was he in Titans?
Yes, he's the main character of Titans. And Cyborg dies at the end.
Yes, I remember that bit.
He makes the team.
Okay.
He literally was in 2 movies ago saying, "Hey, come join my team, Titans." That's literally how Static and Gear the credit scene. So yeah, he's on the team. His friend Cyborg has died. He has moved to Bloodhaven. Okay, because he never moved to Bloodhaven after he left Batman. He was still in Gotham. Then he did the Titans in. Meanwhile, after making Parole at Arkham, Roland Desmond, also known as Blockbuster, someone that Nightwing put away in his time with Batman, so when he was Robin, they put this guy away, has arrived in Bloodhaven to take care of his ill mother. He forces Angel Marin, or Marin? How's that pronounced?
I would say Marin.
Cheech Marin? Yeah,
I would say Marin.
Bloodhaven's top crime lord, out of power and takes control of the city. Dick discovers Desmond's plan to take over not just only Bloodhaven, but Gotham, Metropolis, New York's underworlds, and Star City. He calls in the latter... Oh, I skipped 2 lines.
Blockbuster's gonna do this?
Yeah. That's his story.
Really?
Yeah.
The dumb Blockbuster?
No, this is the second Blockbuster.
Oh.
This is the Bloodhaven Blockbuster, not the first Blockbuster.
The Teen Titans one.
He calls in help from Police Chief Delmore Redhorn, and... Isn't that the stupidest name I've ever heard? Delmore Redhorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
And Dudley Deadly Soames.
That's also...
The latter...
That's a dumb name, too, because his name should be Deadly Dudley.
Yeah, whatever. The latter, the dirtiest cop in all of the nearly corrupt Bloodhaven Police Department. The trio confront Desmond.
He's the dirtiest.
The Bloodhaven Police are apparently the most corrupt in all of the DC universe.
Yeah,
so
but he's the dirtiest.
He's the dirtiest one. I'll get to it. Shut up. The trio confront Desmond only for Redhorn and Soames to knock out and kidnap Dick, revealing that Desmond has bought out the Bloodhaven Police Department. Redhorn orders Soames to kill Dick, however, he refuses, with the intention of pitting all the various factions against each other to help Desmond gain a larger control. So it's pretty much like, hey, if I don't kill this guy, he's still out there, all the gangs are going to be pissed, we're going to get them together, and Blockbuster's going to come in and fuck shit up, right? Okay, that's his plot then. After letting Dick go, that's a funny sentence, Soames begins feeding information of Desmond's wrongdoings to Dick. So he's kind of a middleman because he's also serving as a mob lieutenant for Blockbuster.
Why is he doing wrong things to Dick? She's been to write things to Dick.
He's telling Dick, not wrongdoings to Dick. He's saying, hey, Dick, these are the wrongdoings. I got it. You're a joke. Okay. Serving as mob lieutenant of Blockbuster and overseeing Red Horn's criminal activities.
Wasn't he the police chief?
Yeah, they're corrupt.
Oh,
they got bought out.
Gotcha.
He's still the police chief. That's his criminal activity. God damn it.
Dudley's just the dirtiest one.
Yeah, he's deadly. Yeah.
Dirty Dudley Soames.
Desmond grows wary of Soames and orders him to be killed, but Dick is able to fend off the assassin.
Okay.
So he's like, hey, you've been really fucking shit up. You're working for him, you're working for that, you're working for Nightwing, and you're working for me. What's going on here, right?
Can I make a special request? If you make a trilogy of Nightwing films, and every one have Dudley Soames appear, and he gets another D added to his name every time. So he's like, I'm Dudley Soames. And he's like, I'm dirty, Dudley Soames. And he's like, I'm that dastardly, dirty, Dudley Soames.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. No promises, okay? No promises. Okay. I don't want you to read the screen for this. If I couldn't read yours, you can't read mine. Fearing for his life, Soames ends his partnership with Dick and kidnaps Desmond's mom as his own personal bid to take over the city. So he's like, I'm in charge now, right?
Yes.
You can still see. A gang war erupts and Dick tries to help Soames in a fight with Desmond, but is forced to save innocent bystanders, resulting in Desmond twisting Soames' head 180 degrees, killing him.
Jesus.
You don't get your dastardly dirty. He's dead. In retaliation...
You're like, I'll see what I can do.
Okay. In retaliation, Dick begins viciously beating Desmond, nearly killing him until he's persuaded otherwise by Barbara Gordon. Okay. Couldn't fit it again. It was a lot. That was something that was cut before I split into two scenes. Pretty much, she shows up. She's the daughter of Tim Gordon. We know who she is.
She was in my movie.
With Dick distracted, Desmond is able to get the upper hand. Okay. Him now beating Grayson, so he's the one on. He has the upper hand. He's beating Grayson until a previously unknown heart defect causes his untimely death. So he just kind of has a heart attack, which has never been done. No, that's incredible, isn't it? It's never been done. No bad guy. I wanted a bad guy who's just a guy, right? Yeah. A guy could just die of a heart attack in a fight. Cool. It's a thing that happens. So he's beating him, and then
he did get punched a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. Barbara reveals that she has arrived in...
Could you imagine that? Like, imagine watching the conclusion to Spider-Man, and, it's like, Green Goblin, punching Spider-Man, and then he's just like...
Yeah.
Like, it'd be so funny.
Anyways, Barbara reveals that she arrived in Bloodhaven after training with Batman, but like Dick, could not handle his overbearing rules. She offers to be Nightwing's right-hand gal, become an Oracle. I remember there was a really dirty...
Right-hand gal.
I remember this sentence was written differently. It was because he gets distracted by Barbara, and it was like Barbara came for Dick. Like that was the first sentence I wrote. It was Barbara came for Dick because they were old friends. Yeah. She's never been seen in any of the movies. She was just always talked about. Maybe I can throw her in. End credit scene. Clark Kent is working at the Daily Planet where he is assigned to take on a story of
read it out throat.
Take on a story of stories. Okay, sorry.
He's writing a story of stories around the country.
No, shut up.
That are mysteriously shrunk. This makes no sense.
That's not what it is. Shut up.
Read that.
Clark Kent is working at the Daily Planet where he is assigned to take on a story of cities around the country that are mysteriously being shrunk.
Take on a story of stories around the country that are mysteriously being shrunk. Makes no sense.
So this was done, as you know, famously in all of my movies. I had the end credit scene. It was just a news report of what's going to happen next. Well, this guy, he works at the news, so he gets to write the news story now.
Yeah, the story of stories.
I'll put that line in.
So he's writing a story.
Yeah.
About stories that are around the country. No, different stories around the country that have mysteriously been shrunk. And he's writing a story about those stories.
Not stories. Did you even hear the real thing?
Yeah, I know.
Cities.
I'm just taking this and making it real.
Here's the scene. He's sitting at his desk. Perry White walks up. And he's like, I got this for you now. I got this for you. And he reads it. And he's seated being shrunk and being a superhero. You know, because obviously superheroes, they don't think of, oh, that's weird, the Earth is doing something crazy. They don't, no, someone's up to this.
Yeah.
So the last scene of this movie, you see Clark just frightened because he knows. He's Superman, right? Yeah. Cool.
And my last film of what we're doing today, I have the Green Lantern Corps Sinestro War.
Look at that ugly face. Look at that asshole.
I want John Cena cast as him. It's perfect casting.
It's not a perfect casting.
After the death of Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan is tasked with training a new Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. That was the previous...
Was that like the end credits?
It was the end credits or something, I think. Guy, a cocky special needs teacher, is young and brash, willingly throwing himself into any fight they come across, usually getting trounced, with Hal cleaning up the mess. Did you know he was a special needs teacher?
I didn't, but he's still an asshole. Also, even though it's, I think, after midnight and this won't come out, happy World Autism Awareness Day.
Oh.
Continue.
So,
this guy being cleaned up the mess. He's being trounced. He got trounced.
While Hal is busy training Guy, Sinestro meets up with Atrocitus of the Red Lanterns and Larfleeze of the Orange Lanterns. Yep. Preparing an assault.
Both of them first?
Yes.
Okay.
Preparing an assault on the Green Lantern homeworld.
Couldn't remember Atrocitus' name.
Meanwhile, Despero has come to Earth, enraged by the loss of his home planet to destroy human life.
Cool.
Hal and Guy arrive to fight with Despero, but are alerted by the rings of the Lantern attack on Oa. They both want to return to Oa to fight Sinestro's Corps, but the fight with Despero is too much. Guy forces Hal to fly to Oa, sticking back to fight Despero. You know, it's like one of those where he's like, listen, you're the better hero.
Yeah.
Get out there,
Yeah.
and I can handle this schmuck.
I'm an asshole. Can his first introduction, even though it was in an end credit scene, can his first introduction in this movie be Asshole by Dennis Leary?
No. So arriving on Oa, Hal fights...
Read that as written! Read that as written!
Arriving on Oa, Hal joins up with Kilowog to fight off Red Lantern. Larfleeze, recruited to help Sinestro, is instead stealing relics from the Oa Temple of Guardians. I created that.
Okay. You mean you agree to the temple, or just I want him stealing stuff?
No. Oa Temple of Guardians.
Okay.
This is not a real thing.
Okay.
Hal leaves to fight Sinestro, but is overpowered by
You've never been to Oa, you don't know.
But is overpowered by his yellow ring. Kilowog manages to beat Atrocitus, but is soon killed by Red Lanterns. Despero is beating Guy viciously, breaking his constructs because of lack of willpower.
You killed Kilowog.
Yeah. Guy has flashbacks of his father hitting him growing up and summons the courage to beat Despero, using a multitude of constructs to capture him. You know, it's one of those like,
Can I get a list of those?
Hate bullies.
Yeah. Can I get a list of those?
Sure. He uses a shark tank, he uses a chainsaw, he uses a real shark, well, a green shark.
Yeah.
He uses a street pole, some other stuff.
So he uses a shark tank.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much just a prison door. 4 times.
No. He made a shark tank.
Yeah, but a shark tank is
like the one in Ace Ventura, where it's like a circular pool.
I haven't seen Ace Ventura.
Okay.
So it's not a shark tank where you go when you swim with sharks in a little prison cell then.
No.
Okay. Because I was like, that wouldn't do much damage. I mean, a street pole too.
So Hal continues fighting Sinestro. Also, these were like different paragraphs, but I just shortened. I had to like get rid of the spaces. Hal continues fighting Sinestro, finally overpowering his yellow ring, shattering Sinestro's construct. Both stunned by this, the fighting ceases. Sinestro retreats with the Red Lanterns, while Oa is left in shambles with destruction everywhere. End credits. The Guardians find the last Green Lantern ring in existence, telling it to find Kyle Rayner.
Why is it the last rain in existence? If someone dies, do they just get it?
Sinestro retreats while Oa is left in shambles with destruction everywhere. So, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, Sinestro, Atrocitus, Larfleeze, Kilowog, who dies. Green Lantern Corps, Red Lantern Corps, Guardians of the Universe.
Because Kyle's not in it.
No.
You want to set up the recap?
We're going to do Year in Review.
Year in Review. Year in Review. Year in Review. Year in Review. Year in Review. You didn't see that I did that the last thing.
Hey, everybody, I'm over here. This is his movies.
Year in Review.
Year in Review. And so I'm just going to go through and talk about them. Static Shock to the system. The biggest flaw with this.
It's not. I messed it up. It's okay. It's not actually going to be called that.
Also, Static Shock the System would be a really funny title if you got rid of the colon and the 2. Just Static Shock the System.
It's called Static Shock 2.
Yeah.
It sounds too political. It sounds like a power movement or something.
Yeah, or you could just get rid of the colon.
Just talk about the movie.
So, I like it, because I just watched this episode, And while I do not like the name of Heavy Man,
no, it's real bad.
It's a real bad name.
He is pretty much called Koenig the entire movie. It's just that the school news is like, hey, Heavy Man attacked. Because it's students, they couldn't come up with anything. They're all smoking dope, coming up with the announcement. I don't think anyone that smoked weed ever worked on my school announcements, but at Ashton University.
I liked it.
What did you like about it?
I wish you would use...
She-Bang?
No, just Bang Babies that I like.
He's not a Bang Baby.
Heavy Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I chose him, because I did the Bang Babies thing. Don't you remember that movie ends?
Yeah, what? Yeah,
all of them die or whatever. And also 6 years later, and there's still Bane babies to be found? Yeah. That's insane.
Wait, who'd you do in the first one?
All of them. It ends with a gang war between the Bane babies again, I think.
Okay, well.
What did you like about it? Talk specifics. You're just kind of...
Oh, I like that you brought gear in.
Nice.
Because that was, I believe, the end credits of your first Static. Even though it's 6 years later.
Yeah,
so I don't really
it's just, we just
him.
know him now, yeah. No, we developed him.
Also, I don't like his origin is that he became...
Yes, I know Gear's origin. I had to change it for the sake of this movie. It's okay. He's not a character unless you come to the show, so I get to change stuff. Because it's
6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's one thing about this I don't like, I guess.
It's okay. Move on. Suit's awesome.
I give it 3 stars.
The whole plot is just... I read the plot of the episode and just typed it in my own words. So...
Okay.
I did remove one thing. In the episode, Heavy Man, he says that he's hungry.
Yeah.
And then when he's in the chamber, he says that it's because he's starving that it blows up. So I was like, I'm not doing that weird, I'm a hungry Heavy Man. No, not doing that.
Next, Booster Gold.
Who I've been teasing since literally the start of this.
Yeah. I like Booster Gold as a character, and I like your movie. There's a few things I don't like about it.
What?
But overall, I do like it.
Did you like... Something I was going for this was that if you realize that he doesn't really get a supervillain until just the third act and he beats him.
Yeah.
I tried to incorporate him being his greedy little, I'm a big top.
See, that's my problem with the movie, is I don't like your characterization of him. Because I view him more as a goofy guy who's like, I just want to be famous and I'm going to use superhero knowledge. But you got him as kind of like a greedy, like gambling and...
No, his dad gambled.
He's exposed, disgraced, and expelled.
He's never met his dad. His dad convinces him. This is the real origin. I read his entire...
He's all sad.
I read his entire Wikipedia page for this. Dad convinces him to start losing games. It's a real thing.
And then Superman shows up and is like, hey...
We don't like you.
We don't like you, you fucking dick. And he's like, okay.
Like I said, this was supposed to segue into a completely... Hey, we're almost done. This was supposed to segue into a completely different story. Realized that I messed up, and so that story is going to come later.
And last up, you have Nightwing, which I really like this one. This is my favorite of your phase 2, maybe, so far. Because I like Blockbuster as a villain, even though I don't know much about him. And I didn't know that there was 2.
There's been like 5, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
there's
it was
a lot of
really
Blockbusters. No.
Okay, so... Yeah, it's fun. I like that you went a different route with your Bloodhaven stuff.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just like...
Because you thought cops were supposed to be trusty when it's notorious that they're the worst cops.
No, you're just going into more of the criminal underground.
Yeah. I'm trying to go as most comic accurate as possible, so I kind of lifted this story.
Yeah.
There's one thing I changed, which Soames, Dudley, Dirty Dudley.
Dastardly,
he actually
Deadly Soames.
His if you skip to the next slide for me.
That's why I love Delmore Redhorn.
He's such a stupid name. His head being twisted, wherever that is, 180 degrees, he actually becomes a character named Torque. So he's actually left for dead in this game war. He becomes Torque, and then he's disfigured but survives.
Bring him back.
I could if I wanted to do Torque, but I kind of want to kill him. Also, this movie was supposed to end with Nightwing killing the bad guy. I wanted to see Dick kill someone. When I read about Blockbuster's heart defect from the comics, which is actually stories way after this, and I was like, I really want just an average guy to die from a heart attack.
It's so funny. I love that ending. The right-hand gal thing made me chuckle.
Yeah, because I accidentally wrote right-hand man and went, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I just kind of wrote that in.
Also,
she skips Batgirl. She gets trained as Batgirl, but just hates it, so she becomes Oracle right away.
Clark Kent is in 2 movies back-to-back.
Yeah. May tease who's in the next year.
I'm guessing it's Superman too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked this one.
Yeah. Angel
taking on the story of stories. That made me laugh so
well,
hard.
that's not supposed to happen.
Okay.
What do you think about Delmore Redhorn? It's such a stupid... Oh, I
Silly.
forgot to talk about that too. He's never talked about it again. He's kind of in the end.
Delmore?
Yeah, Delmore, because he's obviously a part of all this.
Yeah.
He's one of the bad guys. He's my notorious thing that I do. He's the villain that got away. Yeah. I do it constantly where one villain just pops up and they bolt.
I've done that a few times.
What's fun is that he continues to be the police chief, obviously, because Nightwind's like, well, I can't prove anything. I mean, it was a game war. It wasn't anything like... Because cops weren't involved in it, but they are corrupt. It's something Nightwind's going to fix. Okay, I get to do my year in review for his year. Yeah, how fun is that? We have Aquaman Atlantis Falls right away. I thought it was pretty good. It was a lot.
It's better than my first Aquaman.
You got what's your first one? Your first one was just the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aqua Baby, that's pretty funny. We got all the Kordak stuff, which he murders it. Yeah, he decapitates him. I find it funny, especially where it doesn't necessarily have to do with the plot or anything.
Yeah.
But you have Atlantis Falls as the subtitle of the movie. Yet 2 movies later, or the next movie, 2 movies later, Oa falls.
Yeah.
Because Atlantis doesn't really fall in this movie, right?
No. But the reason it's called that is because Kordax
Yeah.
is an ancient ruler who's bent on destroying Atlantis.
Yeah,
that's his mission.
I get
is
it.
to see.
But it's so funny because it's like a teaser. It's like if you do a rewatch, you're like, it's funny because 2 movies later we saw something fall. I think that's pretty funny. Aqua Baby, I don't know what's Aqua Baby. If it's a real character, what's its name?
Aqua Baby.
But like she gives birth and she's like, what's your name?
This is Aqua Baby.
And
Yes.
Aqua Baby.
It's from like the 60s or 70s.
okay.
It's something silly, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Stephen Shin.
Yeah.
I guess he's a bad guy, right?
I don't know.
He's working with Scavenger to attack Atlantis for some reason, but he's just a guy.
Yeah.
And then, which is funny because Oceanographer is Scavenger, similar. But then he just disappears for a while, right? Yeah, they drive him off, but he has no powers or anything. He's just a guy named Shin.
Yeah, because he's just a guy.
He gets driven off.
So they just drive him off. Yeah,
And
he just runs away.
And Scavenger gets killed. You stole that from me.
Yeah.
And you stole
Also,
Scavenger from me.
I made Scavenger a different character from the second one.
What do you mean?
Like, Peter Mortimer is not the Barracuda.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
Garth doesn't die. That's good. I like Garth a lot. So,
I was going to kill him because I don't like him.
You don't like Garth?
No, I think he's a bland character.
I like Garth. We got Nightwind 2 Arsenal, the movie that you need to rewrite. That's as much as I can say about it.
No, it's my favorite movie.
It literally breaks the
that
rules.
I've written.
It breaks the rules that I set of the series.
I don't think it does.
It really does, because the whole plot of the movie...
I'm not even in the screen.
It's around a child sex trade operation. So that whole thing is against the thing.
But I think you were only against the raping.
Which is what child sex trafficking is. It's
a child sex trafficking ring. But he's starting one. See...
Still, that's bad.
Obviously it's bad. That's why he's a criminal. But listen, he's starting a child sex trafficking ring. So he's like in the phase 1.
I guarantee you that he already has the kids. And from this part to the whole distraction of Nightwind fights KG Beast for a little bit.
Yeah.
Those kids had sex. You can't just start one and not do anything.
He's not raping them.
I know
he's kidnapping them.
Do you understand what sex trafficking is?
He's gonna sell them, but the sale hasn't happened yet.
You act like sex trafficking is just selling kids over
in this movie, he's kidnapping kids.
You're gonna take a worldwide crisis and say, "I'm doing a retcon, sex trafficking."
In this movie, what's happening is the children of Bloodhaven are being kidnapped and put in boxes, and they're kept in this warehouse. Okay, and then he's gonna ship them on a boat to the other person, but they're gonna save them before they could be hurt.
I don't care. It's still a rule that I said no.
It's somewhat based on Happy Season 1.
You keep saying that, but it's obviously I said, hey, don't do that with Scavenger. You use Scavenger word more about Scavenger when he was also Barracuda. I need a villain.
No, you told me all about Barracuda.
Well, still.
Because your rule was I'm not allowed to have the Barracuda or Peter Mortimer Barracuda rape children or something like that.
Yeah, and you just slightly cheeked it so that we don't see rape. Woohoo, big deal. End credit scene I really like. I love Donna Troy. One of my favorite female characters in comics.
You're gonna hate that.
You're gonna hate what? Donna Troy?
No, you're gonna hate that end credit scene later. Because it doesn't go anywhere.
You didn't do anything on Donna Troy?
No. You'll
team?
understand.
It's formerly a team, isn't it? Titans? You haven't done Titans yet.
You'll understand.
You can't just ditch Donna Troy. What do we got next? Got the Green Lantern Corps Sinestro War. That's a really weird title. I didn't catch that earlier.
Well, originally it was called Green Lantern, the Sinestro Corps War, which is a better title. But then I was like, I don't want to change it from the Green Lantern Corps to the Green Lantern. So it's the Green Lantern Corps Sinestro Wars.
You should call it War of the Corps, and spell War W-O-R-P.
No, that's Warp.
W-O-R-P. It's like Corps. War.
Green Lantern Corps, Sinestro War.
War of the Corps. It's not just Sinestro. I get that he's lead in red and orange, but still. War of the Corps. This is pretty good. Didn't like Guy Gardner.
Why don't you like him? He's a good character.
Asshole, and everyone knows it.
But he's a good character.
I don't like him. He's a stupid
Guy Gardner? No.
Guy Gardner. No.
It's from Young Justice.
Oh, okay. Stupid
There's an episode of Young Justice where the Justice League is like, who should we get on the team? Guy Gardner? And then it cuts to both Hal and John sitting next to each other and they both look over at each other and go, no.
He has a stupid vest. I was going to make a joke. Despero. I like Despero. He's a good villain. Was he in it already? Was he somewhere? Because his loss of his home planet.
No.
That didn't happen on
That
screen.
just happens and
In
he
this
just
movie.
shows up and he's pissed.
He's like, my home planet, you fuckers. And everyone's like... Yeah, can I get that exact line? It's PG-13, you get one fuck. Can you just... His first scene, he like drops down, does like the fisting ground, and stands up. No superheroes around him. He's just in the middle of the street. He goes, my home planet, you fuckers.
Instead of you fuckers, can he say you fucks? My home planet, you fucks.
No, I like
and then he shoots
fuckers.
a laser beam from his eyeball.
Is that what it was saying?
I don't know.
I just want to just jump down. My whole planet, you fuckers, and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on?
He kills maybe like 1 million people, and they're like, why? Because my planet died.
He doesn't explain it.
Also, his planet is the size of Connecticut.
Oh, is that a real thing?
No, that's my rule for this movie. So it's like
that's a very small planet.
Yeah.
It's a very small planet.
And they're like,
it should be destroyed.
They're like, what are you so angry about?
Why wouldn't he just attack Connecticut then? Why wouldn't he take...
No, because he views it as planet for planet.
He should just take his
They're
people...
like, how many people did you have in your planet? He's like, I don't know, like 2 million? 3 million? They're like, what?
Amazon. What's the population of Connecticut?
As of 2017, the population of Connecticut is 3.588 million.
I was really
He's got
close.
3.5 million people. I get that his race probably got destroyed or whatever, but it would be funny
No,
if...
the planet's gone.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
what I mean,
you
so
know
everyone's
the
dead.
intro of the Jetsons where the planet just kind of breaks into pieces?
No, but it's Star Trek. It's the Romulans, right? Like, his planet's gone.
The planet went...
Okay.
And it's like floating in pieces in space.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. If they all lived, he could just take his race, invade Connecticut, take over Connecticut, because they're going to win. If it's all of them, they win Connecticut.
Justice League, don't mess with us. We just want Connecticut.
And the world would have to be like, okay, you killed all of them anyways. You don't really want to fuck with us. Just take Connecticut. I mean, what's better?
Despero, do you promise not to mess with the rest of the world if we give you Connecticut? Yes. Okay.
What's better? 3.5 million alien creatures that lost their home planet, taken over to Connecticut, and just live in their own life.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of rich white people living their own life in Connecticut, because that's all Connecticut is, and everyone knows it.
I guess I'd give it to Despero.
Yeah, right?
Like...
We have enough rich white people everywhere. Yeah. I would love that the entire world, like, they could even, they could just become a country, but keep it Connecticut. It's like they could
they rename it.
No, I want them to keep it Connecticut, because this is why. Because then there's going to be, like, you're going to do shorts online, like web shorts.
Yeah.
Like, you remember, like, All Hail the Marvel one-shots?
Yeah.
They'll do one of those. It'll be a United Nations meeting. And it'll be like...
Despero sitting there.
And it's like Despero sitting there like, okay... Now we go to Connecticut.
We're not getting grapefruits shipped into Connecticut anymore. We do not like grapefruits. No more.
It's just like all the UN members like, oh, goddamn fucking Connecticut. We have to give it to them because they will destroy the earth if we don't. If we take Connecticut from them.
He only, like, he has just the most trivial things where he's just like, he's like angry that grapefruits are still getting shipped into his He's like, I demand that you stop sending grapefruits. We don't want them in our stores. We don't buy them. We have them rotting on the shelves. We just throw them out. We don't want them. You guys keep shipping them to us. Is it a prank? Because it stopped being funny 3 months ago.
Is that isn't within the entire UN? That'd be like, hey, you're your own country, but you're on.
That's like calling whoever you're. That's like calling
Well, it's like it's Connecticut, so it's like in America, still it's its own country, but it's like American soil and everything. So like that's a whole just go talk to the president about that. Like he can get a ban of like Martin Suarez, my guy, Martin Suarez. He can talk to every state and be like, guys, you don't go to the entire UN for world problems. Go stop with the grapefruit.
Let's Despero.
It's Despero. He's such a stupid character. If that's actually Despero, it's not. But I love this new movie idea. We're restarting our entire thing. We're making it goofy. I have said I want to do an animated one. That would totally be animated content. They should just do that in Harley Quinn season 2. Is that delayed?
No,
probably not.
I think it's still coming.
That's tomorrow, isn't it? The 3rd.
April 3rd, yeah.
Sure. That's probably already out.
No.
No.
It'll only be episode 1 of season 2.
But I mean, like has it dropped at midnight or?
No, it comes out at 6 p.m. I think, or 7 p.m.
I'm not done with this. No,
okay.
I got to here.
Okay.
So let me keep reading. Guy forces hell, like I get that. But also like more of an asshole. He's like, I'm the protege, but you go. I get it.
He's like, you have to go.
I get it. Let's see. Kilowog dies, which haven't we lost Kilowog already? That's a Michael Clark Duncan reference. You stole my characters. You stole Tricinitis and Larfleeze, even though when I used them, you got so excited when I
really
can't
like
wait
Larfleeze.
to use them.
Also, I just kind of drop Larfleeze.
Yeah, he just goes to the temple.
So just stealing stuff.
So does he get them?
What?
Like he has the relics now.
Yeah, he just steals some stuff.
So you could do like a Loki TV show where it's him gonna be like time hopping with the Tesseract. You could just
he doesn't steal anything that important.
I know, but like you could just do a little.
It's him stealing like he's like, look at these drapes.
Yeah, I want all of the one shots in this universe just to be characters from this movie because then you could use the log police and he's got his relics he's juggling. You remember Scourge at the start of Ragnarok? Yeah, that. Okay. Despero's beating Guy viciously. Yeah, breaking it. No, Despero doesn't die, right? No, he just beats him. Captures him. Perfect. Can you use my prison of power that I came up with? Remember?
Sure.
Remember that? I did the prison of power thing with the Parallax and Sinestro or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. Sharon Sinestro's construct. Cool. Got that. And Kyle Rayner is here. Yeah. I love Kyle Rayner. He's famously my favorite Green Lantern. So I'm excited to see where that goes. How do we usually do this? Do we just end now? Do we?
Sure.
I finished, right? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Remember when I said I had all the characters picked except for one? I decided to put one with a different movie, so I'm gonna have to. I'll have to do a sequel. I keep forgetting to do sequels.
You know what helps? Make a table.
I have a list, but the problem is I just wanted to introduce more people. I didn't do sequels. Like I did Batman and Green Arrow, and Nightwing. I feel like that's not a first movie because he's been in so many and he had Titans and stuff. That feels like a sequel to me. He's been in so many movies. I'm really pushing him.
Same with Nightwing 2 Arsenal. Great movie.
What's your Arsenal?
That was a great fucking movie.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
You have to rewrite it. You got panned by critics.
No, that is a good... It's like Daredevil Season 3 levels of writing.
This is the outro. This is the part where we do the outro. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you get us all the time. It's free and you can always change your mind.
I realize this is going to be a long episode because we spent like 5 minutes talking about Despero.
Maybe more. It's worth it. It is worth it. That was some of our best content
It
ever.
was. Okay. I'm Batch. I'm not even on camera.
Do you need help?
No. I'm Bat Tracy. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Stardust at BatTracy01.
I've been Lexstyle. You can follow me on Instagram at StrayJ3Jerk and on Twitter at IdiotDal. Check out my Stardust at Lexstyle and go to twitch.tv/Lexstyle to watch me stream pretty much daily.
You can follow the channels of Collective on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Punk Rock Blues.
And you can pledge to our Patreon, if you can, in these trying times at patreon.com/punkrockblues. Don't try to beat me. I have better hair than you.
On our Patreon, I think we're going to start putting up, like, polls and such.
Yeah.
Or questions.
I wanted to sit down the other day and work on some Patreon stuff with you, but I forgot. Are you drinking apple juice? How cute is that?
Okay. Goodbye. Don't forget to stay tuned on Thursday for the continuation, of this.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it'll be the final
before the end of the
finale of phase 2.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Is it 4 years?
Yeah.
God damn it! I did it again. Oh, that ruins everything. I have like 2 years. That doesn't work for me. Oh, that's
Maybe you
should it works.
Done Warlord.
No, it works. Because we don't have to end with a Justice League movie, right?
You don't have to.
Okay, so I might be able to work around it.
Okay.
I could just delay another one. Okay, bye. Hey, let's do it on that.